All right, welcome again to our new unit, logs and expos, one of my personal favorites. Let's start with this.
It's like it's really exciting. But I get I can take that. Yeah.
Let's talk. No, let's listen. Okay, don't write this down. But what's the difference between unit 2 quadratics and today's unit? What's the difference? Location of the exponent or on the variable, right? So that's the big difference. This one over here, you know, that's a smile, that's a parabola, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and this is gonna be today's new shape, the exponential graph. Okay, so that's where I'd like to begin. How to take that form with the X upstairs. I'll call them expos. But true name exponential functions. Okay. And we're gonna graph this sucker. Does anyone know this is completely new for you guys, right? You've never done logs before. Right, so, yeah, I'll say it again, good day to be here. All right, let's talk about this guy. Oops. Yeah, so since you don't know what the graph looks like off the top of your head, we're gonna plot some dots. We are. And we'll start with 0. Do you know what's anything to the 0 power? 0. Uh-oh, here any conflicting answers. Let's go to the judge. Okay. 1. I just work here. It equals 1. Okay. So 2 to the 0, 22 to the 0, 220 to the 0, don't matter. They all equal 1. 222, that's the date. Trying to be on there. Okay, so all that told us was our first dot is at 0, 1. Put it there and be a good labeler. Okay. I still don't know what it looks like. Let's plot 3 more dots here. Put in a 1, don't strain yourself. 2, good, good. And put in a 2, 2 squared is 4, and 2 to the third, 8. So put those 3 dots, and what do you see happening? All right, 0, 1, 1, 2, boom, boom. Okay, it's starting to go up steeper, quicker, as opposed to just a straight up line that does its up and over, up and over, up and over. Okay, so we know this half looks like that. Okay. Now, show you skills here. What if instead of 1, 2, and 3, I asked you to put in -1, -2, -3? Hey, now what's 2 to the -1? Ain't no negative. Negative exponent means flip. So it's not 2 over 1 anymore, it's 1 over 2. finish this. What's 2 to the negative 2? 1/4, and 2 to the negative third, 1/8. Plot 3 more dots, and what do you see happening now? Half, quarter, eighth. It's going lower, lower, lower. But will it ever get to 0? Sadly, no. Okay, but that, my friends, in green is every exponential graph ever. And how many points do you need to label for me? 1. 0, 1. Okay. So write yourself a little note. That is what all expo graphs are called. Okay. And don't believe me, but what if I had changed 2 to the x into 22 to the x? What was 22 to the 0? 1, same picture. What if it was 222 to the same picture? Okay, so remember that picture right there in green, and it goes through 0, 1, and that's it. Okay. Now, the inverse, if you remember that word, of expo is log. Copy this one down while I clean this up. The bonfire here. Okay. So there you are with your no skills. You don't know what this looks like. But I just told you it's an inverse. Who remembers? Final exam. Excuse me. What do you got to know? How do you find inverses? Switch the X and Y and X. Yeah. So to find the inverse of this, all I gotta do is switch X and Y. So where's old 0, 1 gonna be? Very good. So that, my friends, is every log graph ever, because it's the inverse of the X function. And since you chose honors, I'm sure they're gonna ask you about like asymptotes and stuff. Okay. Let's focus on the expo up there. All right. Do you see, does it have a va or a ha? It's approaching but not touching. What's that guy called? No joke. That's a ha. Okay, and where is it? Because that's what they'll ask you. It's definitely the x-axis, but what do we write? Y. And then for the log, the red log here, redwood, I guess. Okay, it doesn't have a ha, it has a va. Whereas that one, that's x. Okay. So you'll get that question somewhere. We just did ha's and va's last unit. So fresh in your mind. All right. So what do I expect you to do with these 2 pictures? Shift them. Okay. So let's see. Clear the deck here. All right. So here's your first ask here. Oh, I don't need to pick a neutral color here. I see. Oh, blue. There we go. All right. So I'll ask you to sketch this. I will. And first question for you, which one is it? Is it the green or the red? Is that an expo or a log? It is an expo because where's the X? Upstairs, and there ain't no word log anywhere. So you just figured out it's greeny over here. Now use your skills. You brought these in your bag of tricks, didn't you? Or picked them up at sub school, maybe. Okay. Where to go? Or which way? Sure looks like it's outside, so it's gonna go which direction? Outside is up, down, inside is side to side. You've heard these before. Yeah, so all the, what did I call those notes? Like the most valuable ones you would ever take on that? They're still useful now. You just got a new picture. Okay. So for full credit, I said graph one dot. You said down 4. And here it is. Trick question. Name that dot. Hey, what? It's 0, -1. Where did it go? Down 4. So where is it? No, it ain't no -4. Told you, it was a trick question. Where did it start? Oh. Started at 1. Down 4 from 1. Now I'll tell you this. I'm glad you're here to see this. Okay? Your test, goodness, that's in March. Okay, I'm giving you 3 problems to like start the test that are matching. And it'll be like this one, a picture. And there's the right answer, but yep, what wrong answer picture is gonna be waiting for you? -4. Okay, it's down 4 from where it started. Got it? Let's do another one for you. Yeah, how about try this one? Yeah. 0.
Okay.
Okay, this one, which one is it? Expo or log? Yeah, because you see the word there. This is a log. So this is like big red over here. And where did it slide? Is that inside or outside? Yeah, because you know what? Inside is side to side. Okay, so a quick sketch for your full credit. Name that dot.
87. Oh, 89.
We started at 1. And then we, no, 89.
Wait.
You gotta be kidding me. You can't add 1 plus 88. You can't do that.
So we always start out. Yes, you always start out. Okay, so when it's down there, add.
It's called the number line. You already started at 1, and then you took 88 paces this way. Yeah. Oh, my life. All right. Are we good? Okay. What if, let me throw a what if at you. Oh, girl, it now says negative log. What does negative do? Flip, I heard. Okay, so we always flip first. So we're gonna take the big red here and flip it. So now big red looks like this, right? If I flip it down, and then I'll slide it 88. Okay, so the full credit for that one would look like that. Always flip first. Flip up and down if it's outside. Okay. And then do this, whatever slide it says. This is old news. Okay. But I'll keep throwing some of these at you here. Okay. Whoops, I drew it in green. So it is an expo. Where's the negative this time? Inside or outside? Inside means side to side. So flip it sideways. What does it look like? Okay, instead of, where's this one going? Up, 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 that's called growth. And if we flip it sideways, what used to be high is now low. And what used to be low is now high. Okay, so this would be your full credit graph. And does it still go through one? Yes, it does. Okay, this is going down and it's called decay. Okay, so again, growth going up. You hope your bank account has an exponential look to it. Okay, decay, no, don't want decay. All right, think they're good with the graph. Let's go here, since we just mentioned growth and decay. Okay. All right, copy these two pics down. Growth and decay. So in the box, you'll see an exponential equation. And baby B is the one that will tell us growth or decay. Baby B. If B is big, big B, growth. Bigger than one. Okay, and what if it's small like fraction? Decay. And somewhere along the line on your quiz, your test, I'll give you a picture. My goodness, you gotta be able to tell me which one of those pictures is going up and which one's going down. Growth and decay from the picture, easy. But let me give you a couple of equations so that you can tell me growth or decay. In fact, now would be an excellent time for you to break out your homework page and look at problem number 2. Okay. All right, so there's number 2. Eyeball it. What do you think it is? Growth or decay?
I think. Oh.
It is growth because where's B? Which number is B? 6, and 6 is, bigger than 1, right? So this is growth. How many points did I say you needed to plot? 1. Let's go. Plug in a 0 and simplify that. What's 1/2 times 6 to the 0? Take your time. It's not 1. It's 1/2, right? Because 6 to the 0 is 1. And what's 1 times 1/2? Half. So plot your 1 dot at 0, 1/2 and draw me growth, you said, right? Be a good labeler. Big L. Okay, so that's half. And now draw growth. Why don't you do number 1, your first homework problem? Is it growth? Is it decay? Oh, before you do that, I haven't talked about algebra fraud all day. What algebra fraud could show up here? I know what we want to do with the 1/2 and the 6, but you ain't allowed to do it. Okay, you and your PEMDAS, GEMDAS know that you'd have to do 6 to the exponent before you multiply. So don't you take 1/2 of 6. Don't you do that. Okay. All right, try number 1. That's your first. It's 1 0 power.
Oh, this is the no time.
Strong, strong. All right. Exactly. All right, what do we got here? Growth or decay? Decay, put in a 0. 1/2 to the 0 is 1. And 1 times 3 is 3. So put your dot at 0, 3. And draw decay. Good enough? Decay 3, 0, 3. Good. All right, don't write this down, or do. What if I ask for this one? Growth or decay? Trick question. Yeah. What? Not something new to you. What does a negative do? It flips the 1/3, so this is really
1/2 or 3.
not, ain't no negatives. All negative says is flip it. It doesn't say make it negative. Bless you. Okay? So this is actually growth. Yeah, that's the only trick I got. Okay, for growth and decay. Beware of negative X. Good, good. All right, onward. 1/3 the way through our notes. Those are the pictures. Now the fun really begins. With Expo, what do you call it? Equations, and then log equations. That'll be it for our work today. Let's see. Yeah. I love this unit. I do. So let's go Expos here. And here's baby's first exponential problem. Now, no, the answer ain't 3. I get that. Newbies want to say, is it 3? No, no. But I'll show you how to do it. Here's how we do Expo problems. The phrase that pays is common base. Yeah, we need common bases to solve this here problem. Do you have a guess? What's the common base for a 9 and a 27? 3 and 9. Those were the only 2 numbers I should have heard. Okay, 3 was correct. All right, I can see 27. Okay. But yeah, if you said 4 or 0.8, we got issues. All right. Why not 9er? Is this 9 to some power? No. Okay, so 3, and you can never go wrong doing primes. So take it down smaller instead of up to 26. Okay, so step 1, who dis? 3 to what power? Don't you say 3. I get that from my pre-calc kids all the time. Yeah. I do. That's 3 squared. Someone's gonna do it on the test. Okay. These are the same people that said 2 cubed was 6. It's the same people. All right, and what's this guy? 3 to what power? That's 3 to the 3rd. Okay. Now, do you see what I see? Common base, but what does this mean? 3-page paper, double spaced, I'm expected by 10/3. Okay, what does the equal mean to you?
Oh, so 3 times 1.
Same. Hang on to that thought. Same, same. So do they have the same base? Yes, they do. So guess who else has to be the same?
The X.
The exponents. So you're gonna say 2x has to equal.
3.
And one last step for your final answer. X equals, give me a fraction.
1.5.
Decimals are for non-winners. Give me a fraction. 3/2. Okay. You want X equals. All right, so that was it. Did you get it? Okay, you look for a common base. Then you set the exponents equal to each other. Let's try another one together. All right, write this one down. Oh, are we gonna send him to the stoop? Where's the stoop? You don't know what a stoop is? Ah, orange bench. Let's send him to the orange bench. Hall, and then I'll charge you a hall pass. I hate this. Don't you stab no one up there. Especially one of my ball players. All right, so common base for 8s and 4s is what? So smart. 2, right? Yeah. 4 is not a bad idea, but you would have to look at this and say, is that 4 to some power? It's not. Okay. If that was a 16, good to go. We could do 4 and 4. Okay. But let's go 2s. This is 2 to what power? We all know that's 2 squared, but it's downstairs. Let's make it. Now you finish it. So easy.
Yeah. So.
Oh. No, okay, I got it.
Right? I mean, 4 is definitely 2 squared, but it ain't 2 squared, it's 4 on the box.
So that's
Negative. I only have so many tricks. You know. This is one of them. All right, set the exponents equal. What's our answer? Negative 2/3. All right, think they got it. Why don't we have a straight up you try? All right, you try.
You got it.
You try.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's not
And blurt out your answer when you think. Blurt it. Blurt it.
I'll work.
You should bring it down 3 times a week.
So X.
Oh, I heard it pop, pop, pop.
What? Oh, man. Yeah.
This is. How'd you draw? Hold on, actually, I got it.
What is it? All right, tell me this. What'd you use for your common base? Nobody used 3? Okay, so we got 9s, we got 3s, and on purpose, I gave you this problem so that you could do it either way correctly. let's start with the nines, because remember, all you're looking for is common base. So let's say we thought 9. Everybody knows 81 is 9 squared. Common bases means now we just say what? X minus 5 equals 2. Which means X equals 7. Okay. And that's if you did it. That's if you did it with 9s. Now, even if you did it with a 9, do pay attention. Because doing it with 3 is risky. Risky. But it's gonna happen to all of you, all of y'all. Somewhere this time, this chapter. We know that's 3 to what power? 3 squared with me? Here's the question, most important 5 seconds of this lesson. Most important, why don't you pay attention? What do I do with the 2 and the X minus 5 that was already there? Parentheses, save grades. Yeah, no parentheses? You cooked, okay? What did we do over here with, when we turned 9 into 3 squared? We just multiplied the 2 and the X that was already there. Over here, when we turned to 8 into 2 cubed, we just multiply, are you hearing me? Multiply whatever was there first with what you put up there. So with that said, we're gonna multiply the 2 and the X minus 5 that was already there. Okay, and it's a little off the path of what I think you should know, but 81 is 3 to the. Okay. So now set what equal to each other? What's this equal to? 2x minus 10 equals 4. And 2 steps, add 10, what you got?
14.
And what's 14 divided by 2? 7. So you'll get the right answer either way, but every one of you needs to know what to do if there was something already there. Because that's definitely gonna happen, okay? Good, so looking at your H dub here. Yeah, I'm gonna have you do, not now, but the odds. Both, but let's look at the front before we go to the back. These are all Expo problems, so common base. Number 11 is a little tricky. Okay, but I think you're ready to do this. Okay, so 2/3 of the way done. Let's go to the last roundup today. Logs. Okay, chopping wood here. Got plenty of logs. Exactly.
Get a fire. I don't know. You will be.
Let's start. The logarithmic functions. Yeah. And this is day 1 of the unit, so start slow. Crawl, then we'll walk, then we'll run eventually. I love this unit. I love this unit. Okay. First thing you got to know is that there is a form for expos and a form for logs. And we need to go back and forth from one to the other. Okay. Write those down. Expo form, b to the y equals x. Log form, log base b x equals 1. And do me and yourself a favor, draw a line right there. So what should be the only letter below the green line? The base is in the basement. Okay, so don't put B up with log. B needs to be just what it stands for, base.
It's okay with between the log and the x, so this is space. Or like any parentheses and nothing.
Yep, you could, but don't need them with just one number or one letter. All right, so how do we do this? Okay, we're gonna take a nice factoid like 9 squared does equal 81, but we're gonna rewrite it in log form. I'll get you started. All right, now you put the 9, the 2, and the 81 where you think they belong in these 3 spots. Where does the 9 go to the 81?
Oh, wait, okay. So log 81 equals to over 9. Log 81 Oh, my.
You're loving when I throw this on the test. The rewrite. Oh my gosh. Nobody better than this. Let's go.
Watch you go.
All right. Let's go. All right, so which one is the base over here? 9er is the base. B is 9. With me?
Also, it will be. That means it's B.
All right, we're rolling. Struggle bus is moving forward again. All right, so 9 for the base. What goes next to the word? 81 or 2? 81 and then equal 2. So here's full credit. You said base 9, 81 equal 2. That's the only full credit one there.
No, wrong.
Let's talk about this soul that's gonna drive me down the highway there. All right, don't be this person. All right, I will definitely bring you up for a point. What the heck? Why is 81 float? What's going on? 9 has to be where? Under that line. The base. So it needs to physically look like this with, like if you're doing this on lined paper, all 3 of those things and the equal need to be on the same line. 9 needs to be below. Got it? Got it. Okay, now, how do you know you did it right? Okay, let me shout out to Mrs. Cook, Mama Cook across the hall. All right, she calls this the circle of life. Thank you. Okay, so if you start here, draw the circle, you get what? 9 squared equals 81. Now, you're gonna need that skill. The circle. Oh, you're trying to do these problems, you ain't got no circle? Don't talk to me about the struggle bus, okay? There better be some circles, okay? So, here's our, you try for the circle. All right, turn this one into Expo form. Draw the circle, rewrite this in Expo form.
It's just already. Oh.
This is gonna be the non-winner that doesn't draw the circle. I just told you, that's the secret. And I give you one that's kind of, you'll know if you do it wrong. You'll know.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, circle time. Where do we start? Power. What power? 4 to the third. Equal 64. And I give you this one with no X's in it because you would know right away. If you said like, I don't know, 3 to the 64th power equals 4. No, it don't. Okay, so. Gentlemen, I gotta ask you one last time. All right, so the rewrite, I'll say it again, that's the skill you gotta have to do the rest of these problems today. Okay, so 3 log problems and then it's done. Now, these are fun. I love this chapter. Have I said that 3 times already? Let's solve log problems. No flip needed. Here's baby's first log problem. Good. 125. Thank you for your interest. Decimals are for non-winners. I've already said that. Okay, so there's our log problem.
That question should be above, like, the most of all. Yeah, but it's.
It doesn't look close to being on the same level as log. And one, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Okay, anyway, all right, we're supposed to solve this. Okay, if you don't see an equal sign, write your own, write equal X. Okay, so flip over to homework page. And do that for problems. The first 8 are like rewrites, those are easy. But 9, 11, 13, 15, you write equal X whenever you don't see an equal. Okay, so for those 4, write equal X. Okay. Now let me show you how to do them. And you are doing odds. Okay, so how did I say we'd solve this problem? What was it? What I say was that skill you needed to have today? The circle. So where does it start? 5 to the X power equal what? Okay. Now, do you see what I see? You just turned it from a log problem to an expo problem. You're good at these already. We've been doing them for 10 minutes. So why don't you get your common base and tell me next. But that will get you to half credit land right there. Change it to expo. Common base, yo. What do you think of this? Really don't. Why'd you say the answer is fine?
Say 5 or say 3.
Close.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. All right, common base is what? 5. Okay, we're rolling now. And my goodness, we already did one of these today. We know that's 5 cubed. We're supposed to, but it's downstairs. So what do we call it? Negative. 125 is 5 to the third, yes. But this ain't 125, it's 1 over. Yes, sir.
Did you flip it, it would be negative one, right?
That's a lot of extra.
Okay, don't do that. Okay. Nothing in this original problem had a negative anywhere. Quit doing that. Okay, negative exponent means flip. It doesn't mean turn it negative. Yeah, anyway, nice and easy. Now that you got common base, what is the answer? X equals negative. Yeah. All good? All good. Okay, now like a good teacher might do, I'm gonna give you two more with X in the other two spots. We've already done an X here. This one has X as the base, so write it down. Go Expo, as I like to say. Or circle of life, and then stop. Do circle and then stop. Whoa. All right, circle starts where?
Oh.
X. X to the third equal. Okay, you do that, I get you to have credit land. Now looky here. It's not an exponential this time, because where's X? Downstairs. So this is just a regular, get rid of the cube and give me the final answer. Not square, but cube root, right? Cube root. And let's go, what's cube root A is 2 and cube root of 27. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, and what's left? We need an X next to the word log. So here's a huge try. Can do. Circle and then remember what the fractional exponent means. Power, root, flipperoo, they're all there. You'll see. Oh, you'll see. This could be literally your one problem unit test. This one problem. Oh, that would be glorious. I could grade those during recess. Oh, you're cooked. Yeah, of course. We call those, Mr. Michael calls them SOS, sink or swim.
He does that? He does one question.
One question.
Oh my God. Did he actually do that?
He calls them that, so he must.
I think he would add that in life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd be on the bottom of the lake half the time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like underground.
sink or swim. All right. So let's get you to have credit land by doing the circle of life. Where does it start? Forward to the -3/2 power equal X. Okay, now, final exam, let you use a calculator for the whole thing, so I would just toss that in the calculator, but right now, you gotta show me you know what these three things mean. The 3 is the power, the 2 is the root, and this negative tells you to flip it. Do them in any order you like, but give me the final answer. All things we've done before. Just seeing if you remember. Not really. No.
I don't know. This time, my own things.
Blurt it out, or blurting.
8 on 8.
Say it again. 8 or 8th?
8. Yeah, I said 8.
8. I think it's 1/8. Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to do first? Flip it, cube it, or square root it? Let's square root it. What's square root of 4? 2, what's 2 cubic? 8, and what's 8? The old flipperoo. 1/8 is the actual final answer. All right, so. Say again? Good question. What if we flip it first, it turns into 1/4? To the 3/2, I'll be honest, too many fractions, my mind's starting to go, I don't know what to do now. Okay, you would still take square root and call it 1/2. Yeah, square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. And then cube, 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is still 8. That's why I said you could do it in any order you like, but I like me some whole numbers and positive numbers before I go anywhere else. So I would have done square root to make it smaller, then cube it, then flip it. Okay. All right. Good job today. Notes done. Looking at your HW here. I think you're ready for all of these except cross out the ones that have a inequality. So goodbye to 19, 20, wonderful. And I'm gonna star 25 because that one snuck in there. That's next class, but someone first period got it. So you chose honors. I want to give you your proper challenge here. Some of you will figure it out a day ahead of time. Okay, great job. All right, welcome to Logs and Expos, one of my favorites. All right, nice job. Here we go.
We were on the